Hello, I'm Buse from Turkey.
Hello, nice to meet
I see.
you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. I will start with a question for Cameron. Cameron, you've been away from acting for a bit. What was it about Back in Action that pulled you back in?
I think it was just timing. It felt like the right thing for, my family and myself to take up this challenge together. And most importantly, if I was going to go back to work, who am I going to go back to work with? Who am I going to go away from my family and spend the day on the set with? This guy was the deciding factor for me because I knew that I was what I was getting into. I knew first I was going to be working with the most talented man in show business, and the most fun and the most professional and such a great partner, and that every day I was going to go to work and feel really good about that. And also just the fact that I was getting to come back after 10 years and be able to make a movie. It's such a privilege to make films and to be able to make something that to make people laugh and have a good time and, take them on a journey that's fun. And, that was something that I was really just excited about doing. So I'm really feel great about the end product of our movie. We're proud of it. We think it's is something that people will really enjoy. So.
Yeah, and Jamie, you and Cameron have such great harmony. Were there moments where you two just looked at each other and started laughing?
I mean,
Oh man,
that's just like that's our day.
I mean, look, sometimes what goes missed in our business because it is Hollywood, but those relationships outside of the cameras, those moments where you have interaction with each other as friends and things like that, that really, you put those emotions and those interactions in a bank, and then you build it up so when you get to something like this, you pull that out of the bank and say, this is who we are. This is, we really connect in that way. And so then you cross your fingers and you hope that it shows up in the film, and it did. It showed up, and we were laughing, having a good time, and man, it was kind of like we sort of go back a little bit. Like when I hear her talk about being from Long Beach, and I hear a story that she tells me that in Long Beach we was doing this, we was doing that. You're like, oh, so without purposely saying this is what we're doing, it happens organically, and then you have this great film.
And in that push it scene, you both just started singing out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that in real life? Just burst into song in the middle of a random situation?
I mean,
What are you
this
talking to
guy,
me
you're
like,
talking
yeah,
about
come on,
Jamie
yeah,
Foxx,
come on, man.
Grammy
Yeah,
winner, like, hello. I mean, for blaming on the alcohol.
Yeah, the one thing I can say is that sometimes, and I know you've noticed this too, we'll start in our careers, and then we'll start to live, and then sometimes we may forget about the fun a little bit because we see some of our peers and colleagues, and then and so the one thing that we didn't forget about is just having fun. Just gonna have fun, and you talk about the privilege of it's just fun.
Yeah.
Cameron, was there a particular scene in Back in Action that you found especially like challenging? Is it can be either physically or emotionally? How did you prepare for it?
I mean, I think that we're, making a movie is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're in it for a long period of time. And so, like, everything that you're doing is like, you have to consider your moment that you're in and then where it's going and every day after the pieces of the puzzle that you're putting together to make the movie. And I think that that's sort of like the discipline of our job is, mostly to like keep all of that in mind as we're going along. And every day, we're shooting the end of the movie, the first 4 days of filming, and we're making, we're shooting the middle of the film for the next 10 days, and then we're going back to so it's like a piece of a puzzle, and that aspect of filmmaking is always a challenge, I think, to make sure that you keep the you know, you keep on track of like, what is the story? How do we keep marrying all these little moments that we're shooting out of sequence so that it's cohesive across the film once it gets, you know, put together. And I think that that's, for me, always has been the most challenging part of filmmaking, and particularly in this film because we literally filmed it backwards.
Back and backwards.
Back and backwards. So.
Thank you so much, guys. It was very nice to meeting you, and it was such a privilege for me to speak with you. Can you just say a hi to your Turkish fans, to Turkey, just before we close?
You say hi, Turkey?
Turkey, yes.
Hello, Turkey. We appreciate you all. Have a great time watching our movie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. See you.